Hi, my name is Tao, and this is my TNTT Story. September 2002. I was 8 years old and I was in the 3rd grade. When Yaoli and Vignu was over, some of my classmates would put on this uniform and hang out afterwards. I wanted to wear the cute uniform and hang out with my classmates, so I asked my mom to let me join. I joined not because my parents forced me to, but because I wanted to have fun and make new friends. I joined TNTT at Don Vincent Lim in Minh Tây, now known as Linh Don Thân Ya, with my twin sister and younger brother. I don't remember much about my Aongi days, besides being very good at Morse and semaphore, and the first TNTT picnic I attended. My sister and I were in Aongi for 2 years and went up to Ngan Thieu 1 year early. I was a tomboy growing up and didn't fit in that way with the other kids, but they were all very welcoming. I attended my first camp and it was so much fun. The first year of Ngan Thieu was peaceful and fun. It was the second year of Ngan Thieu that changed everything. My sister, a new friend, and I quickly became close friends. I honestly thought that the three of us would be lifelong friends. About halfway through the school year, she backstabbed me and my sister. She spreaded rumors and lies and shut off all communication between us. She did not want to be our friend anymore. She started hanging out with the more popular group at TNTT. My sister and I felt betrayed, to say the least. Then, my sister and I only had each other. During the last 2 years of Ngan Thieu, we felt that the Hunchuns had their favorite students. I can raise my hand, but the Hunchun will only choose on one of the popular kids who wasn't raising their hand. Eventually, we felt invisible. We stopped participating as we saw no point in doing so if we were not favored. We became more and more withdrawn. By the last year, my sister and I were demoted back to being đội viên. We stopped attending camps for a while after that. In our first year of Nghĩa Sĩ, we tried to participate again. We took part in the Nghĩa Sĩ performance for Level Man. We started to lion dance with TNTT for a brief time. One of the most memorable events with my original drawing was a Thanksgiving retreat. It was during this retreat that I felt like I bonded with others. However, what happened in Ngan Thieu still stuck with us even in Nghĩa Sĩ. Halfway through the year, we decided to join another drawing, a few blocks down the street, Ran Telsa Haidam Yesu, to start anew. I wanted to find out if there was more to TNTT than the drawing I was in. I knew that it was going to be a life-changing decision, but I did not know to what extent, and that it would open up so many doors. However, going to 2 drawings, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, became difficult because of school with AP and IB classes. After roughly a year, we went back to attending only one drawing, our original one. Although my sister and I tried to participate in TNTT, our efforts were useless. One night, we received a phone call from Sir that we were suspended from attending Sinhat for 2 weeks. For what? For nothing. Yep, I was suspended for not doing anything. For not talking, for not engaging with others, for not participating. This was the first time I seriously considered quitting TNTT. Why should I keep trying? What was the point? The Hunchuns play favorites, and they want me to participate? I can try, but my efforts were not enough, and I was being told not to come to TNTT. Was this God's sign that I should quit TNTT? No one even wants me there anyways. Instead of not attending Sinhat for 2 weeks, my sister and I did not go for 3 weeks, which resulted in Sir calling our home phone to tell us that we were allowed to come back now. Honestly, I think it was a miracle that I didn't quit TNTT when this happened, and somehow, God kept me in TNTT. I was promoted to đội phó in my junior year. When I asked the Hunchun why he picked me, he said it was because I had the brains and I was calmer than the rest. It was thanks to this Hunchun who believed in me and gave me a chance that I decided to seriously try to believe in TNTT again. That not all Hunchuns play favorites. I had fun during our first dojo in the fall training camp, which made me more open to attending summer camps again. Even though things were getting better in TNTT, I still planned on quitting TNTT after graduating from high school to focus on college like most people did. Why would I want to become a Hunchun? Apparently it's a lot of work and you don't get paid for it. What a waste of time. I could be doing other productive things. Even so, deep down inside my heart, I don't know why, but I was still searching for a reason to stay in TNTT. In the summer after my senior year, my sister and I attended Đại hội Hiệp sĩ Toàn quốc in 2012 with Đoàn Telsa Haidam Yesu. Đại hội Hiệp sĩ Toàn quốc changed my life. It was the first time I saw how big TNTT really is. I met so many people from all around the United States. I was surrounded by everyone who was so spirited and loved TNTT. I didn't even recognize myself at the event. Who is this person who is so friendly, loud, and spirited? I realized it was always me. The me who was a little Aongi who loved Tingy and wanted to make new friends. It was because of diehard hipsi Jungkook that I decided to stay in Tingy and become a Hunchun. Even though I did not know the exact reason why I should become a Hunchun, I knew that God would lit a fire within me for some reason. Before deciding on which dran to stay in, I attended BYC4 in Southern California with my original dran. After the summer of 2012, I decided to become a Hunchun with Montelsa Haidam Yesu. However, training camp season was already over by then, so I waited 1 year before I was able to attend Gutmore training camp. I barely attended Sinhad that year because it was my first year in college. By God's grace, I was attending Santa Clara University where I met a Jesuit who helped me maintain my faith. August 2013, I attended Gutmore. Strahan, Hamibon, and Lindon and some. I was very inspired by all the Hunla Vins and Hunla Vins and trainees stories that I thought maybe I can be a Hunla Vin one day. At the end of camp, everyone's Hunchuns came to congratulate the Samak since completion of Gutmore camp with flowers, posters, and leis. However, since I was in Southern California, none of the Hunchuns I had when I was younger was there. I barely knew anybody from Southern California, but I had a few Hunchuns that I knew, and I think that's all that matters. You don't need a lot of Hunchuns who care about you. You just need the few that do care. September 2013, I started teaching until Gutmore. Also, I attended my first Mentais diehard Hunchun. Batania Mehai, I saw some people who I met during diehard Hipsi Dongkuk, and I met more Hunchuns from other nearby drans. I had so much fun. Like most people, I was extremely nervous when I first started teaching, but my mentor Hunchun saw potential in me and pushed me to help plan the Dran Easter picnic. Because an older Hunchun believed in me, I gained the confidence to become the best Hunchun I can possibly be. May 2014, I tanked up and officially became a Hunchun at Mentai's first diehard year. As a Hunchun, I promised myself not to play favorites, as my Hunchuns did when I was younger. Well, I did play favorites. They were all my favorites. All the Gantilkas I taught were my favorites. I couldn't have become a Hunchun if it weren't for the Hunchuns who believed in me and who listened to me when I felt invisible. And just like that, my first year teaching Gantil as a Hipsi Juntan and a new Hunchun ended. July 2014, I attended Gappai Yesi, Soham, Namui, and Mentai. I can honestly say that this was the funnest Gappai camp I ever attended. We joked, laughed, sang, and fast so much. That summer, I visited camps of other drans with my Hunchuns and met many more Hunchuns. August 2014, I attended Gappai Ngantil, then Il Mihai in Minchum. This was the training camp where I grew the most spiritually. It was the first time that I truly saw Yanhua the Dukmare was truly a beautiful thing. Thank you, Minchum, for the beautiful memories. October 2014, my dran had our 15th level mark. I choreographed the Ngantil's dance and Mulan. It was a great experience because I felt so proud of my Ngantil's kids' performance and I felt so connected to the Hunchuns in my dran. I continued teaching Ngantil for the second time and tanked up for Gappai Ngantil and Gappai Nyesi in March 2015. Soon, my second year of teaching Ngantil was over. My third year of teaching Ngantil started. My first Ngantil kids moved up to Nyesi and I became Nganchun of Ngantil for the next 3 years. September 2015, I helped out with Salmak Follow, which was a Nyesi camp between a few drans in Mentai, on top of leading Ngantil and mentoring a Hipsi Chuntan. March 2016, he became a Hunchun and will later become my Nganfa. July 2016, I attended my first ever diehard Vedahu, which that year was located in Minchum. A few Hunchuns from my dran drummed for the opening and closing ceremony, and I met some pretty cool people. August 2016, something bad really happened. Really bad. That I seriously considered canceling my plane ticket to Houston, Texas and dropping out of Gappa just 2 weeks before camp. I felt like God was gone and that He has abandoned me. However, I was reminded of God's love thanks to a very important Jesuit in my life. It was thanks to him that I was able to recognize that this was the best time to go to Gappa. When you feel like turning away from God, you need to run straight to Him. September 2016, I attended Gappa Tabir Yachin in Minam. This was the best training camp I have ever attended. I regained my faith in Tingy and in God. It was the first time I have ever seen so many Tingy nerds like me, or more nerdy than me, and I couldn't believe I was at a Tingy training camp, because we prayed so much. Gappa touched my heart in so many ways. After camp, I stayed a few days in Texas and hung out with a few Hunchuns who took me around Houston. Thank you, Vietnam, now known as Din Don Bin Duk, for the hospitality, for the love, and for helping me regain my faith and hope. September 2016, I started my second year as Ngan Chun for Ngan Til. I saw my brother tongue up and officially became a Hunchun at my old Ran. On the last day of 2016, I met up with my Cup Bad mentor for coffee, and all we talked about was Tungi. That conversation relit a fire within me, to do my very best in Tungi, to put my all in Tungi. July 2017, I attended Cup Pai Ngan Ao Sothan Samimot in Mentai, Hawaii. This was the most chillest and relaxing training camp ever. As our Samak said, "Welcome to paradise," and it was indeed. I was in the same dorm as my brother, and I got to hang out and explore Hawaii with other Hunchuns after camp. It was fun. Shortly after returning back, I turned up for Cup Ba at Sothan, 58 và 59, and got to see some of my fellow Cup Ba Samaksin. September 2017, I started my last year as Ngan Chun for Ngan Til. We were few in number, but we had big hearts. And I had that bittersweet moment when my next batch of Ngan Til kids moved up to Ngesi. November 2017, I visited my old Drons, Lebomang, and saw my old lion dance partner. I met some familiar and new faces at my Drons Thanksgiving retreat. January 2018, I broke my ankle and was unable to go to Sunhat for 2 weeks. I was so fortunate that another Hunchun lived down the street from me and he drove me to and from Sunhat until I was finally able to put weight on my ankle again. Thank you. March 2018. Finally, after 5 years of being a Hunchun, a trip to Santa Clara University for Ngan Til finally happened. For the last 5 years, I kept telling myself that I wanted to plan out an event like this, but it never happened because I had to focus on school. But finally, in my last year of my term as Ngan Chun for Ngan Til, it happened. I am so thankful for the Hunchuns that came out to help. Without them, this event wouldn't have been possible. June 2018, I attended C9 Haribon in Fort Worth, Texas, Vietnam. Once again, my faith in Tungi and faith in God was renewed. I saw old friends from previous training camps, mostly from Cup Ba. It felt like a reunion. In every Samak Sin, Hun Levin, and Chad and Sardell, I caught a glimpse of God in you. Thank you. When I came back to California, I finished my last year as Ngan Chun for Ngan Til. Due to personal reasons, after 6 years at Dron Thelsa Haidam Yesu, I went back to Dron Vincent Lim, my original Dron. July 2018, I taught my first Cup Mode lesson as a Hun Levin in training under my mentor. Later that month, I attended my first Hoi Yi Yosui. I was reminded that Tingi is my big extended family. August 2018, I helped out at my Dron's camp and saw my old Hunchun who is now a Thai. November 2018, I choreographed Ngan Ngesi's Lepo Mang dance, and I was so proud of my Ngesi kids for being the best performers of the night. January 2019, I met my spiritual director, at the time the youngest priest of the West Province of the Society of Jesus. It was thanks to him that I felt spiritually ready to become a Hun Levin. July 2019, I taught my second Cup Mode lesson and was dumbstruck for Chata training camp. It was during this training camp that my faith was gravely challenged. Also, I turned up for my last Cup Pai Ngan Ao. Immediately after, I flew to Israel to make a Holy Land pilgrimage with another Dron down the street, Dron Tomotin. We also visited Rome. Thank you for the adventures. August 2019, a few days after I flew back, I attended my Dron summer camp. October 2019, I attended my second Mentais, or now known as Din Don Tanyas Dai Hoi Hunchun Patania Mobile. There, I turned up and became a Hun Levin. I thank the Hunchuns in my life who had believed in me and gave me a chance. Because with your encouragement, I was finally able to become confident. Take the next big steps and become the person I am today. There are so many more stories, details, and pictures than what is said or shown in this video. But these are said and shown here so that you can understand that even though you do not know where God is leading you to, or if you feel lost, have faith and pray. Because whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. Matthew chapter 21 verse 22. If I had to sum up what I have learned through my Tungi journey so far, it would be 1. Even if no one understands, hears, or sees you, God sees what is truly in your heart, and that is all that matters. 2. I didn't choose the Hunchun life. The Hunchun life chose me. 3. God doesn't cause the qualified. God qualifies the card. My name is Dales of Fountain Town, and this is my TNTT story. Please pray for me.